Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is SYASYA binti Muhammad SHUHAIMI from KBA 24338 and number matric 2021103237. My close friend once questioned me because I dressed up and put on makeup just to go out to eat. She brought into question herself as she thought about going out just to eat. But for me, dressing well is a must every time I want to go out in order to boost my confidence. People are commonly thought to be judged first in their physical characteristic, and clothing plays an important role in these. You really need to know what are you wearing. Do not wear something just because everyone else is wearing the same. Determine whether the dress would look good on you. When choosing clothes, one must be extremely mindful of his or her body type, build, weight, complexion, and even family background, nature of work, and climax. You have to keep in mind that whatever you wear should always reflect of your real personality. Your clothing choice reflect your personality, character, mood, style, and who are you as an individual. For example, people who wear colorful clothes and love to make up are generally extrovert who enjoy partying. So, how important it is to dress well when it comes to making an impression. In terms of one abilities, I believe that they should be judged rather than their attire. Dressing well, on the other hand, it just an important. It's reveal a lot about one's personality. For example, if you go to a job interview and therefore not properly dressed, how can you expect to be hired when your first impression on the employer is negative? It's definitely reveal a lot about a person, and the first impression a person gets from you usually stick them forever, as I have personally experienced. Nonetheless, I believe that we dress to please ourselves first and foremost before anyone else. Dressing well promotes self-confidence, which is an important aspect of communication. Good communication skills can be easily obtained if one chooses what to wear wisely. Despite the fact that I believe the clothes reveal a person's personality, I believe there is no justification for someone to mistreat another person because of their clothing. How our clothing affects our performance. What you wear can have an impact on your thinking and negotiating skills, as well as your hormones level and heart rates. So it's up if you want to be a big ideas person at work. In August 2015, paper published in Social Psychological and Personality Science subjects were asked to change into formal or casual clothing before cognitive tests. Wearing formal business attire increased abstract thinking, which is essential for creativity and long-term planning. According to the experiments, the effect is related to feeling of power. Dress to express yourself. There is no rule book for fashions. You are familiar with your personality and your body. Style comes from within that is influenced by your personality and goals. It's fine to like a fashion trends, but just be cautious before jumping on board. Take inspiration from trends, but remain true to your own personality. Stylish people are driven by their obsession with having a good dressing sense. It's almost as if everyone is forced to dress nicely, and why not? After all, being smart and looking good is a sure way to boost one's confidence. Your sense of fashion can even reflect who you are and how you want to be perceived in the world. While fashion can be simple, there are some tips and tricks you can use to improve your personal dressing sense and even develop your own, even if you are never worn clothes in a long time. And no, it's not hard. It just sounds hard. Trying to put in few extra minutes while getting ready or shopping for clothes is not a big deal, but it can make a big difference in how you dress. There are many simple ways to improve your dressing sense, but today I would like to focus in three ways to improve your dressing sense in your daily life. The first method is to dress appropriately. for the occasions. If you want to be known for your great fashion sense, you must dress appropriately for the occasions. For example, when dressing for work, paying attention to how those in your management role dress. You don't have to imitate them, but noticing a few key elements in their style can improve your own office attire significantly. The next step is something that everyone is afraid of is to not shy away wearing colorful clothes. Yes, wearing neutral colors allows you to easily mix and match, but having a few colorful pieces add a real twist to any wardrobes. Dare to experiment and find some color that make your entire personality pop if you want to improve your dressing sense. Purchasing colored items can be awkward and uncomfortable at first, especially if it is not something you normally wear. The final methods and the final option is the simplest way for everyone to follow, which is start with the basic. It may feel difficult at first if you are just starting to develop your own sense of style. That's fine. You can simply begin with the fundamentals. Having a few key pieces that you can mix and match with any outfit is important part of your wardrobe. Button-downs, cotton shirts in a variety of neutral colors are example of such items like navy, beige, gray, and white. Cardigans and pullover sweater are more versatile and can be worn with any outfit. And that's a little way to improve your dressing sense. So, how you can imagine if we are dressing well, what will happen? When it comes to clothing and personal feelings, some says that wearing nice clothes will make you feel better about yourself and more confident, which is partially true because I believe it is the effort you put in to change your attire that makes you feel better. I also truly think that if someone is well dressed and appears smart, others will associate positive qualities with them. For example, I'm sure that such a person understands how to prioritize their life and seems to be trustworthy. Dressing well and keeping up one's personal appearance convey more than just power, authority, and confidence. It demonstrates your self-esteem. The way you present yourself to the world will determine how they perceive you, and demonstrating that you are care about yourself by making sure you look your best at all time makes you stand out from the crowd. Looking at the issue and the way to improve our dressing sense should encourage us to making dressing well as a habit. So, for conclusion, having a good sense of dress is very important and necessary for starting our day because it can show who are we from the outside. So, in order to present ourselves better, we must find the best way to improve our dressing and make it a necessity before going out in public. Be daring, be different, be impractical, be anything that will assert your purpose, integrity, and imaginative vision against the play itself. So that's all from me. Thank you, teacher, for lending your ears and Assalamualaikum.